Is your health something that allows you to get better, or something that detracts from your quality of life? That piece that we're going to talk about is seeing your health, seeing your body, seeing your mind as something that you're investing in, or something that's taking away, something that's detracting from your quality of life.
But once you make the change and you really start thinking of yourself, your body, your health as an asset, and you start treating it like it's an asset and reaping the rewards of it like it's an asset, everything changes. And I don't say that lightly. You get more years of your life, you get higher quality years of your life, you end up seeing more opportunities that come your way, you're more present, you make more memories. Like, there's just so much good that can come when you change your mindset and also how your actions are when it comes to taking care of your health and taking care of your body.
When you think of how you're taking care of your body, is an expense, and an expense would be you're just kind of paying to maintain it for no apparent reason. There's not a clear and obvious benefit. You think of how we treat a lot of our health side effects in Western society, it's an expense. Oh, I'm not feeling well, I have to go get a pill. It's not solving the problem, it's not fixing it. It's just keeping you on the hook. Whereas if we start to say, hey, I have some health challenges, I'm feeling tired, I don't feel good, I don't like how I look, right? And let's just call it what it is. That might be something that's a liability for you. You don't feel as confident. You don't have that same kind of power or sense of pride in yourself because of the way you're showing up physically. Or let's even look at it and say, it's costing you your focus. It's costing you your energy. It's costing you feeling like the leader. You're not showing up on time because you're walking through the day half awake. That's a liability. But you can easily say, okay, I'm going to start putting the right habits in place. I'm going to start taking care of myself. And those liabilities can simply and pretty quickly turn into assets. Mm-hmm. And the idea that your health is an asset, do you have more energy? Do you have more time? Because you're operating at a higher level. You're more focused. You're more efficient. You're more effective. Do you bring more opportunities to yourself? If you're more confident, if you're showing up with focus and intention and intensity, not the kind that scares people, but the kind that inspires people, what's going to happen to the opportunities that you create? You're probably going to start to surround yourself with people who are getting after it too, because your network is your net worth. The people you surround yourself make the world of difference for the opportunities that come your way. And if you're starting to create that momentum, you're going to have so many blessings that come your way. Mm-hmm. But it's all the result of where you invest your time, where you invest your energy, and quite frankly, where you invest your dollars. Mm-hmm. So the way you look at this, the way you look at your health, the way you look at your fitness, the way you look at taking care of yourself, makes the world of difference for the kinds of results you reap. First thing is, where's your focus? On a scale of 1 to 10. If you think of it, okay, I am consistently around a 6 to a 10. Well, you're probably in the asset column. Now, 6, maybe you need to have more purpose. Maybe you need to be a little bit more intentional. Hey, maybe you need to eat better. Maybe you need to train in the morning. Maybe there's something you can do to boost your focus. But if you're in that 5.5 or below, your focus is a liability. Mm-hmm. It's costing you. If you are looking at your energy and saying, okay, my energy throughout the day is like a 4. Your energy is a liability. Look at how much you're sleeping, mm-hmm. right? Your sleep habits. Think of your emotional well-being. How confident do you feel in yourself? And not the fake confidence of like, oh, I just feel insecure and I have self-worth issues. Like, really, when you think of when you're at your best, where would you grade yourself? And when you're at your worst, or when you're not feeling like you're as proud or as confident, where are you there?
What do you mean by that?
So I think that it's easy for some of us to have our own limiting beliefs around ourselves. So we might be trying to grow and say, oh, like I'm trying to hit this next echelon in my business or in my personal well-being or my life goals, and say, oh, I don't quite believe in that yet. And so that might just be a gap in belief. But when we think of how we feel about ourselves on a daily basis, like when I look at myself, when I think of myself, when I separate myself from my accomplishments and I really think of who I am I proud of me? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times that manifests as to how we're taking care of ourselves. It doesn't mean we have to lose 30 pounds in order to feel proud of ourselves. But if I feel like I'm showing up consistently and doing things that nourish my body, that make me feel powerful, that make me feel strong, that make me have a sense of physical accomplishment, I'm going to feel better. Mm-hmm. It's just neuroscience, right? Mm-hmm. Our body and our brain are so linked to how we feel on a daily basis. And so that's why I say it's different than saying like, oh, I have limiting beliefs, or I have maybe like a self limitation.
Yeah.
Talking about when you look at yourself and you say, hey, am I confident? Am I proud of what I'm doing? If it's a 10, it's like, awesome, keep doing that. But if it's like a 4, and you really assess, am I taking care of myself well? Am I really showing up for myself? Am I pouring back into myself? Do I feel burnt out? Do I feel like everyone's taking and I'm not getting anything in return? That's a really good idea, or a really good indication that your health is a liability. Where will you be in 10 to 20 years? That's a pretty good indication of whether this is something that's making you better or something that's taking away from your life. So when you think of your current habits, how you eat, how you sleep, how you move, the way you handle stress, do those habits lead to a higher quality of life in 10 to 20 years, maybe 30 years? Or does it detract?